ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
You honor me, شرفني. You honor me, inviting me to جامعة الشمس. Ocasión. Always ocasión. Ocasión. ثلاثة عشر. Now I'll let you into a secret. These socks have been ثلاثة عشر for 10 years. The very first time I came to Egypt, they were ثلاثة عشر. So I think the quality must have gone down over the years. But he shut تعالى يا captain, تعالى يا بالocasión. And ثلاثة عشر, and he shows the socks. Now the boy as well, to attract the people going by, he doesn't wear dirty old clothes. If he's got a t-shirt, he wears a nice clean t-shirt. He irons his t-shirt. And if he's got jeans, he doesn't wear dirty jeans with salsa on his jeans. He wears clean jeans, and his trainers, he cleaned them with a cloth at home. So he looks very smart. And then as well, if a girl walks by, he winks at the girl to get her to stop. And look at the socks as well. And if the people don't want any socks, well, he just walks on. He lets them walk on. He doesn't say, come back, come back, come back. If they don't want socks, he says, okay, so I'll make them. He doesn't lose any sleep over it. Now, calling to Islam is exactly like that boy with the socks. It's exactly the same. Let me explain why. What he does first, he puts in a very clear way what is on offer. The socks are there for all to see. Everything is there to see. He doesn't explain to the people, now these socks are made of 45% polyester and 10% terylene and 10%, he doesn't say that because it's not time to go into details. There's no need to give people details about them. If they want to know, they'll ask. But at the start he just said, here are the socks, he shows all the colours. And because it's dirty and dusty, he cleans them. So if we're talking about Islam, we need to keep our message very crisp and clear. You know, no repeating the same old thing we've always said, because people will get very bored. It must look very beautiful. If we tell them about Islam, Islam is very beautiful. Islam is beautiful and gentle and sweet, and we must make it seem beautiful. You know, too many Muslims, you turn on these so-called Islamic channels on the TV, and everyone's so miserable. You turn the... It is haram. And people turn it off. Because no one wants to watch miserable things. They want to watch cheerful, like this man, what's his name, the one that has the rule, the son of the president. He's very clever because he has a happy, smiley face. I think for the photo someone was tickling him behind him because he's smiling. And people will look and say, oh, he looks a nice man. Anyway, with the socks, he keeps the socks clean, in orderly, and in a good presentation. The same for Islam. If we're talking about Islam, it must be very obvious to everyone what is on offer. It's not complicated. It must be kept very clean and up to date. I'm not saying you say that. You mustn't say that. But the one with the nice voice will attract the people. If he's standing there going, no one will come. Okay? But the one who says in a nice voice, and all that you've seen, that the boys who are good, people are crowding around and looking at what they've got to sell. Okay? If as Muslims we're telling people about Islam in a very dull way, no one will want to know. No one will be interested. Or why would they be interested? I don't want to be miserable. And I'm not interested in listening to people talking about misery. You know, Islam is beautiful, and we should be beautiful in the way we present it. So, we must speak in a nice way. You know, the Quran tells us wise words and beautiful preaching. Not shouting, not wah, 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 hak. We speak in a beautiful, we're talking about Islam, so we speak in a very beautiful way about what we're talking about. And then as well, the boy, he may not have much money. You know, he may not have a suit, or even a tie or a jacket, but he's got a nice t-shirt, so he wears his best t-shirt. I'll let you into a secret, those who are not in my class at Al-Azhar. I have some rules for my students at Al-Azhar. And one of them is, you must clean your shoes. Because you can't talk about Islam if you've got dirty shoes. Because Islam is beautiful. We don't want people, we're saying Islam is beautiful, 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 and we look scruffy. Is that how we do it? No. If we want to tell people Islam is beautiful, we must look nice. Present ourselves with our best clothes, clean our trainers, speak in a nice voice. And then, if the people don't want to know about Islam, it's not the end of the world. We let them go. But then again, you see the socks. Maybe I pass the boy and I don't want any socks. But 6 weeks later, I say to my wife, do you know, I need some new socks. Do you know, I'm going to go back to that boy in Tel. I know where to get them. So if you present Islam in a nice way, at first people may say, yeah, I'm not interested. But they will know where to go in the future. They'll know where to come back. You understand? So this model of telling people about Islam, I can sit there, we'll call it the socks model. Now what we do as Muslims is we make Islam so very complicated. Islam isn't complicated at all. Islam is very simple. Islam is very, very simple. I will sum up Islam for you in two phrases. This is Islam. One, there is a God. And two, that God speaks to his creation. That's Islam. That's it. I'll say it in Arabic if you want me to. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. That's Islam. There is a God. But you see, the people who are not Muslim, the television tells them all sorts of things about Islam and says it's very bad. And many people think that the God that Muslims worship is a different God. It's a different kind of God. This Allah is not God. They have a completely wrong idea. Well, the message of Islam has existed since the beginning of time. Islam is the natural religion of mankind. It's existed since the beginning of the world. And its message is simple. There is a God, and that God speaks. The God we believe in is not just out there. The Holy Quran tells us he created the heavens and the earth and everything in between. But it also tells us he knows every leaf that falls from every tree. He's closer to us than our jugular vein. This God is so close to us. It's not a remote God. It's a God who speaks. There is a God, and it's a God who speaks. And he's, throughout creation, he sent messengers to speak to mankind. And we call them Abraham, and Moses, and David, and Solomon, and Jesus, and Muhammad, peace be upon all. And the people, who are not Muslim, we confuse them. We make Islam seem very complicated. We talk about things that they're not yet ready to hear. It's like the boy with the socks. If I look at, that's a nice pair of grey socks, I don't want to know if they're polyester. I don't want to know where they were made. Where were they made in Mahalla? Were they made in China? I don't want to know that. Let me look at the socks. If we're speaking about Islam for the first time, we must present it in a very simple way. And if we do it the right way, the message of Islam speaks to all people. I'll give you examples of people it speaks to. Take, for example, in Haiti. In Haiti they had that terrible earthquake that killed thousands and thousands of people. Well, imagine in Haiti there's a man there, he's never prayed in his life.